Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all my wonderful students. I hope you all are fine, fit and healthy at your home. So class 5 students, be ready with your English grammar guide textbook. Today we'll continue once again with chapter 14 voice. As you know students, that in previous two videos we have learned how to identify active voice and passive voice. How to convert active into passive and passive into active. And for that we have learned 4 rules also related these voice. First of all, we have learned that by turn into active to passive, we have to take a subject of the active voice as an object of passive voice, an object of active voice as a subject of passive voice. That we have to do first. After, we have to see the verb. If your verb is in simple present, then according to these, we have to convert into passive. But we have to remember that our tense will not change. Then in rule number 3, we have learned that by turn active into passive, we have to use by phrase with the object. And in rule number 4, we have learned that the subject which is turned into object in passive voice, it will make some changes. Means I will turn into me, we will turn into us, you remain you, he turn into him, she turn into her, they turn into them, it turn into it only. So that we have to remember. Now students, today will learn how to convert these and we'll solve this exercise, that active into passive and passive into active. So all of you open your textbook and look at page number 99, and all of you take your pencil and do this exercise with me. Look at students at page number 99. Read these sentences and fill in the table below by putting the words in separate columns. Here one sentence is done for you. Look at the first one. Kunal took my pen. So here this table is given to you. Here you have to write doer of the action means subject. The thing or person receiving or suffering the action means object. Verb, and the sentence is in a which tense, active or passive. Now students, just we revise 4 rules now only. That in a passive voice, there is phrase by will come. After another things we have learned that by turning into passive, we have to write compulsory past participle form with this. And according to tense, we have to write is, are, was, were, has, have or had. If it's in continuous tense, so being will come. If it's in a present tense, means perfect tense, present or past perfect tense, so been will come in passive voice. If it's a model or future tense, so be will come in passive voice. So remember these all things. Now look at here. Kunal is a subject. Took is a verb. My pen is an object. Means here look at doer of the action. Who does the action? Kunal. The thing or person receiving the action. Pen. Verb took. And the sentence is in a active voice. Now look at the second one. Tom at the cake. Tom is a subject. At is a verb. The cake is an object. So who is the doer of the action? Here we have to write Tom. What is who is the receiving the action? The cake. So we have to write here the cake. What is the verb? At. And the sentence is in a which tense? At is in a which tense? Simple past. There isn't written was eaten. Eaten is a past participle form. In a passive voice, remember that your verb is in a past participle form, means it's in a passive voice. Here only simple past form of eat. Eat at eaten, yes? So this sentence is in a which voice? Active voice. Yes, students, so you have to do this exercise like this. Now look at number 3 sentence. The letters were typed by Anita. Here the letters is a subject. Word typed is a verb. By Anita. Anita is an object. By phrase we use in a which voice? Yes, in a passive voice. Word typed is showing which tense? Simple past tense. So here doer of the action is, the doers of the action. Doers of the action. Here, if it's in a active voice, so it's Anita. But if it's in passive voice, so here letters. The thing or person receiving the action. So here, the thing or person receiving the action is the letter. So the letters will come here. Anita will come here. Doer of the action is Anita, by Anita. What is the verb here? Word typed. And your sentence is in a which voice? It's in passive voice. Yes, students, here while writing passive voice sentence, don't be confused. Don't write here the letter. Though is a subject. But here the doer of the action is Anita. Yes? Now look at number 4. Her bag has been stolen. Now, her bag is a subject. Has been stolen is a verb. Object is not given. By someone, by him, by her, anything will come. You can say by someone. Here, the doer of the action is not written. So, you can write only by someone. The action has done by someone. It's not mentioned. As we know that sometimes if you don't mention it by someone, by him, by they were, then it's not important. So here you can just keep blank or just write someone. The thing or person receiving the action. Her bag. So here her bag will come. Here verb has been stolen. And this sentence is in a which tense? It's in passive voice. Yes? Now look at number 5. The teacher will punish you. The teacher is a subject. Will punish is a verb which is in future tense, and you is an object. Now, who's the doer of the action? The teacher. Yes? So here the teacher will come. What is the verb here? Will punish. Who received the action? You. And your sentence is in a which tense? Your sentence is in a which voice? Active voice. Now look at number 6. The tree was cut down. The tree was cut down. Now students, the tree is a subject in this sentence. Was cut down is a verb. Who's done action? It's not written. Your object is not given here. So here you can keep the blank or you can write someone. The tree was cut down by someone. So here leave the object or you can write someone. Here who received the action? The tree. What is the verb? Was cut down. And these sentences in a which voice? It's in passive voice. Number 7. The old woman was knocked down by a lorry. The old woman is a subject. Was knocked down is a verb. A lorry is an object. By phrase comes, so definitely we understand that these sentences in a which voice? It's in passive voice. So you can write first also. Now, the old woman was knocked down by a lorry. Doer of the action. Who is the doer of the action here? A lorry. Who received the action? The old woman. What is the verb here? Was knocked down. Yes, students, so you have to do like this. In this table, you have to write the doer of the action, the thing or person receiving the action, verb, and the sentence is in a which voice, active or passive. Now look at the 8 number. The bird has built a nest. The bird is subject. Has built is a verb. A nest is an object. Now students, tell me, your sentence is in a which tense? Your sentence is in a present perfect tense. Yes? So I turn present perfect into passive. What will come? Has been built or have been built according to subject. But here only has built come. So that's why our sentence is in a active voice. Because here been is not written, so means our sentence is in an active voice. Who's the doer of the action? The bird. Who received the action? A nest. What's the verb here? Has built. Built is already in past participle form. So students, I hope that this exercise is clear to you. You understood how to do this exercise. Now this 9, 10, 11 and 12 you can do yourself. It's very easy now. I hope that you can easily do it. Now look at the next page. Rewrite these sentences in the passive voice. Now here you have to write these active voice sentences into passive voice. First of all, we have to here also identify what is subject, what is verb and what is object. After this verb is given in a which tense, and according to this we have to convert active into passive. So look at here, Graham Bell invented the telephone. Now Graham Bell is a doer of the action, is a subject. Invented is a verb. The telephone receiving the action is an object. As we know that your active voice object will turn into passive voice subject, and your subject of active voice turn into object of passive voice. Yes, students, and your verb invented shows that your sentence is in a simple past tense. So students, here while converting into passive voice, what will come? Was or were according to your subject. Now here the telephone is your subject in passive voice. So that's why was invented will come. Invent, invented, invented. So verb 3 is also invented. So here look at. The telephone was invented. Now Graham Bell will turn into object in your passive voice. But remember students that you have to use by phrase in passive voice. So the telephone was invented by Graham Bell. Full stop. Now look at second one. Somebody has stolen my umbrella. Somebody, here subject. Has stolen is a verb. My umbrella is an object. Object will turn into subject in passive voice. Somebody, object. Has stolen showing which tense? Present perfect tense. So I turn into passive voice, you have to use has been stolen. Yes? Now, you have to write my umbrella. Now, umbrella is a one. That's why has will come. Has been stolen. Yes. Now look at here. Here somebody, someone like subject will come, or sometime it's happened that subject is not very important. So that time you can put a full stop also. My umbrella has been stolen. Okay. Or if you want to write by somebody, then also it's correct. By somebody. Or you can put a full stop there also. My umbrella has been stolen by somebody. It's also correct, or you can just stop here. My umbrella has been stolen. Now look at the third one. David broke the mirror. Now David is a subject. Broke is a verb. The mirror is an object. Yes? So first object will come. The mirror, which is turning to subject. Now what is subject which is turning into object in passive? So David. Now between we have to write verb. The mirror broke. Broke showing which tense? Simple past tense. So by turning to passive voice according to subject we have to write was or were. The mirror was broken. Break, broke and broken. Yes? So here broken by David, and after we have to put full stop. I hope students that it's very clear to you now how to turn active into passive voice. Now look at the fourth one. The servant will feed the dog. The servant is a subject. Will feed is a verb. The dog is an object. Now will feed showing that the sentence is in a future tense. Yes? So by turn into passive we have to write will be and past participle form. So in passive voice first we write object, which is turning into subject. Yes, the dog will be fed by. Now your subject of active voice turn into object in passive voice by the servant. So students, I hope that you understood it. Now look at here total 8 sentences. So now another 4 sentences, try yourself, solve yourself. Now we'll see another exercise in which passive voice given, so we have to turn into active voice. So look at students, C number exercise. Change the following sentences from the passive to the active voice. Here passive voice given to you, so you have to turn into active voice. Now look at She was praised by the teacher. She is a subject here. Was praised is a verb which is showing that the sentence is in a simple past tense. By the teacher. By phrase we always use in passive voice. By the teacher is an object. Yes? Now who's the doer of the action in this sentence? The teacher. Who receiving the action? She. Verb was praised and your sentence is in a passive voice. So your object will turn into subject in active. She, your subject will turn into object. And your verb will come in past active voice. So as we know that in active voice you have to remove was and you have to write the past form of praise. So first of all here what will come? T capital. The teacher praised. Yes, now she, your subject, turn into object. By turning to object, your her will come, not she. The teacher praised her. Now students, if you don't want to write this, don't write. Don't draw these arrows. Just write subject, verb and object and below just write the sentence. The teacher praised her, full stop. Look at the next one. The city was destroyed by an earthquake. Who's the doer of the action? An earthquake. Who received the action? The city. Was destroyed. Verb. Was destroyed show that our sentence is in a simple past tense. The city is a subject. The was destroyed is a verb. An earthquake is an object. So your object will turn into subject. Yes. So what will come here? An earthquake. Destroyed. You have to remove was. It we can use only in passive voice. Destroyed past form is also destroyed. An earthquake destroyed the city. Yes, after put a full stop. We shall be blamed by everyone. We is a subject. Shall be blamed is showing future tense verb. By someone. Someone is an object. So you can write here, subject means your object. Everyone shall blame. Now, here blamed will not come. In future tense, will, shall, then if model is there, can, etc. So, with this, main form of verb will come, yes? So, here shall blame. Everyone shall blame us. We turn into us. He was loved by his friends. He is subject. Was loved is a verb. By his friends is an object. Now was loved show that our sentence is in a past form, simple past form. Yes, so while turn we have to just write past form of loved. Now here first your sentence start with his friends. Now his friends, more than one. So here his friends were. Clear? Though here was given, was according to subject. Here subject is he, one person only. But here subject is more than one person, friends. Friend means one, friends means more than one. So his friends were. Yes, students, here were will not come because we are not turning into passive. It's my mistake. We are turning into active. So only his friends will come. His friends loved by him. He turned into him. Look at the fifth one. the tree will be planted by the Chief Minister. The tree receiving the action, subject, will be planted, verb, by the Chief Minister is an object. So here, the Chief Minister will be planted showing future tense. Yes, so here only will plant. The Chief Minister will plant the tree. Full stop. So I hope students it's clear. Don't do mistake here the way I have done. With it directly the past form of verb will come. Here will come because it's showing future tense, and as we learned that our tenses will not change by converting into active to passive or passive to active. The Chief Minister will plant the tree. Now students, there are another 3 sentences. Try yourself. And after, when I send you PDF, check your answers and write all the correct answer in your textbook. If you have any doubt related to these words, you can write in the comment box. So in the next video, I'll solve first your doubts, then we'll go through another chapter. Thank you all and have a great day.